Hey you all, thanks for clicking on this video and welcome back to Inner Speaks. There are a few topics I wanted to go over today, so let's go ahead and jump right into it. Now, Karlie and Lamar Odom recently got into a little spat on Nicki Minaj's internet the other day, and it was a mess. So Karlie and Lamar have been rumored to be dating since they were spotted together back in April during Yandy's birthday celebration. After this, the pair were together again, taking pictures during Lamar's promotion of his boxing match. Now, it also started to be speculated that Lamar was going to appear in the new season of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, but nothing was confirmed until its recent premiere. And yes, he is going to be a part of the season. Now, how big of a role he'll be playing, we're not sure, but what we are sure of is that his and Karlie's relationship isn't faring that well. So after Karlie did an interview where she said she was single, but still dating Lamar at the same time, which I guess, Lamar did an interview on Wendy Williams and said that they were just friends and getting to know one another. Well, that's when things came to a head because Karlie took to Twitter yesterday to say the following about Lamar Odom. She said it would have never worked because he needs rehab, not a relationship or a situationship. Now, Karlie said that this was simply a quote and not something she actually tweeted, but clearly she doesn't know how Twitter works because that definitely was not a quote tweet. She was bothered by him denying being in a situation with her, even though he never disrespected her or anything, and she decided to be petty and throw in some low blows. Then when she got called out and started making the blogs, which is what she wanted, she hid her hand. Well, Lamar seen this too, and he was not happy. This is what he had to say. Anything to stay relevant. I generally do not address this type of nonsense, but come on, Karlie, what is this about? Listen, me being in recovery is no secret. I've made some amazing strides and I no longer do substances, but I do need rehab. I need to be rehabilitated from my attraction to toxic, bitter, unhealthy relationships with women who need more therapy than they need me. Now, I'm not going to go low like you're doing, taking jabs, telling lies, because at the end of the day, I was married to a Kardashian, so anything less than that is like going from sugar to ish. And then he hashtagged a bunch of things, including the first Black Kardashian and Lammy back. Now, I was here for the most part of this statement. It was a simple, clean read, nothing too crazy. He didn't single Karlie out, and he acknowledged that he has made some bad choices with women and substances in the past, and he made it clear that he is still very much clean and not using. However, it got weird when he basically bragged about being married to a Kardashian. Now, Lamar was married to Khloe Kardashian from 2009 until 2016, and towards the end of their marriage is when we saw, thanks partly because of their TV show Keeping Up with the Kardashians, him being adulterous and his struggle with substances. So I don't know, the latter part of this statement was just off-putting to me. You know, him saying anything after a Kardashian is basically going from sugar to ish. I mean, how did you really feel about your last fiance, Sabrina, then? The engagement might not have worked out, but there clearly had to be some type of love there to propose to her in the first place, unless it was all just for show. I don't know. I do know that the Kardashians, they don't speak on him. They're not online defending him or responding to him. They don't repost anything he has going on. And Khloe has been moved on. So why he still thinks that being married to one of them was an accomplishment or being considered a Black Kardashian is something to brag about when their entire brand is built on appropriating Black culture and only looking out for themselves is beyond me. But back to him and Karlie. Now, he has worked hard over the years to get and remain clean, so I do give him kudos for that. And he even participated briefly in the Big Three basketball competition back in 2019. So Karlie being spiteful and shady when, who knows, maybe they were dating and they actually could have worked up to getting into a real relationship, but her doing that just shows that she's going to stay on Love and Hip Hop for another decade, and she probably isn't going to be settling down anytime soon. I also wanted to speak on Brittany Bird posting this tweet yesterday as well. She said, "Don't y'all say protect Black women? I'm a Black woman." Now, this comes after it was reported that Lil Uzi attacked her while she was out with the rapper St. John. And I did do a video on this if you're interested. But yeah, I just wanted to say she is absolutely right. Blogs have moved right along and continue to post Lil Uzi, and his girlfriend, JT, has made it clear that she's sticking beside her man, which is crazy to me because she's friends with Meg Thee Stallion, and we all know the allegations that she has put out there about Tory Lanez. So it's just hypocritical, but it seems like people pick and choose who they want to believe and who they're going to support, regardless of what actions they put out there. I just hope Brittany gets the healing she needs, and I hope she pursues legal charges against Uzi because he was disgusting for what he did. Lastly, I also wanted to send some prayers to Naya Rivera's friends and family since today marks 1 year since her tragic passing. Naya starred in the TV show Glee as Santana, and she brought a lot of representation to a lot of people, and she also had a lot of other projects that she was working on. Well, her son ended up being found alone and asleep in a boat on Lake Piru back in 2020, and after a 5-day search, her body was recovered, and it was reported that she had accidentally drowned. So I know 1 year can still feel like yesterday when it comes to losing a loved one, so I'm hoping her family, her friends, and fans can find comfort in the better memories that they have with her. Hopefully they're healing and just taking it one day at a time. You all, thanks so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. Be sure to comment down below what you think about today's topics, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.